Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present my Unix Linux lab experiment 8. The title of the experiment is Interprocess Communication Using Pipes. The objective is to understand how processes communicate using pipes in Linux. The theme is student exam review system. Concept of this program is interprocess communication, or IPC, is used for data processing between process. In the experiment, I used unnamed pipes for communication between parent and child, named pipes FIFO for communication between unrelated process. And the first question is to program where parent and child process communicate. In this program, I used an unnamed pipe for communication between parent and child. First, I created pipe using pipe function. Then I used fork to create a child process. In this process, I used a write function to send data like student marks through pipe. In the child process, I used uh, read function to receive the data, and then I printed then the print received data. So my code contains pipe function, read and write function. And the second question is to use named pipes to exchange team related message between two unrelated. In this process, I used a named pipe, also called FIFO. In the program, I used named pipe, also called FIFO. First, I created FIFO using make FIFO. Then one process writes the data into the FIFO. Another process reads data from it. Unlike unnamed pipes, this work between unrelated process. This is how named process allow communication between independent programs. And the third question is to implement a program where one process sorts a list of team related items and passes the sorted data to another process. In this program, I use two processes. The first process takes input data like student marks, sort the data, then it sends to the sorted data through a pipe. Second process receives the sorted data, display the output. So first process processing, second process output. This demonstrates data processing using pipe. And the next question is to write a program to count number of records in the theme related file using communication between two process via pipes. In the program, I counted the number of records in a file. One process reads the file data, second, and then sends through it pipe. Second process receives the data, counts the number of records, print the result. This shows how process can divide work and communicate using pipe. And the last question is to demonstrate bidirectional communication between two process for theme related activities using pipes. In this program, I have demonstrated two-way communication. I used two pipes, one pipe for parent child, one another pipe for child to parent. The parent sends the data and the child process it and send a response back. So in my code, two pipe function calls are used, and write and read function is used for both process. This demonstrates full communication between parent and child. The program is executed successfully. Data was correctly transmitted between process using pipes. Thus, the inter-process communication using pipes was implemented successfully.